All right, that's our agenda today, and the conversation, obviously, because the release was just yesterday, we're having conversations on the back of this. Check out the newspapers today. You find it all over. Let's try and get a bit of understanding, further understanding to this press release issued by the Ghana Education Service yesterday. And spokesperson for the GAS, Cassandra Chum, is joining us on the phone. Cassandra would give us a lot more. Cassandra, good morning to you. Thanks for your time. Hello, Cassandra.
Hello, Mama V.
Hi. I hope you're well.
By God's grace, I'm fine.
Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. I've seen that you've been explaining. What is it that parents don't get still that you're trying to pass the message on to them and clarify?
Sure. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Very good morning to your viewers. I think the challenge for the parents now, as parents of unplaced students, that is the 67,380. They are giving us the feedback that their awards have not been placed, and that's what we keep explaining to them, that they have qualified to be placed. And so definitely the fact that they did not get any of their 5 choices by merit does not mean all hope is lost. We have vacancies available on our portal, and I'll run by you when I'm done how to go through the steps. And so when they go there, they will get the school. Mama, it's even possible to find the same school that you did not, the same school you chose that you did not get. It's possible to find the school there, because if, for example, you chose Wesley Grammar General, that you want to pursue general arts, it's possible that there's space for visual arts in Wesley Grammar, so you can go and find it there. But you didn't get the general arts there because of your merit and because of the pace and all of that. So that is the main challenge of parents, and we are assuring them that they should keep calm. We have a lot of schools, many of them on the portal. When they go onto the site, they won't be able to choose. But to be able to do that, or to be able to even know that you've been placed or you have not been placed, you first have to get your code. Now, you can get your code from, you can buy from any of the post offices in Ghana, and you can also get some from all the rural banks. And you can also dial on your phone, dial star 713 *24#, and then you buy the placement PIN code. Mama V, it is 5 cedis. So after getting your PIN code, then you go onto the site www.cssps.gov.gh, and then you follow the steps by entering your 10-digit index number, but you have to add 118 because that is your year of completion, and on and on. If you have been placed, you get to know your placement, where the course, and then the track. If you have not been placed, you get a message, sorry, you have not been placed in any of your 5 choices. Kindly proceed to self-placement module. So you go there, it directs you, and then you click on the region. If it is Ashanti or Greater Accra, then under the school column, all the schools for Greater Accra will pop up, and then the course that is also available, and then you place yourself. And let me take this opportunity to advise our parents to take a little time to be with their awards and not to leave their awards to go and do the selection alone. They should guide them and be sure. Because once you click and submit and the different form is generated, you cannot change the score. So be sure of the school you want to choose. The code can be used 3 times, the PIN code. And so if you go and then you identify the school and you are still not sure, just get the schools, or even if you are doing it on your phone, take your time and go through the schools and be sure. You can even close the page and then do it the following morning when you are certain of the school to choose, before you choose, and then you submit. And then the placement will be generated for you automatically. And then you get to know the track on which you have been placed, whether it is green track or the blue track. If it is green track, it means that you'll be going to school on the 11th of September 2018. And then if it is a gold track, you'll also be going to school on the 8th of November. But again, those who will be going on the GO track, when you print your form now, you can go to the school and begin your admission process, where you get your admission letter, you get your prospectus and all of that, good orientation, and then you come back home. If you want to wait, fine. But I just want to say that if you are on the GO track, it's not that you wait till the 8th of November. You are not beginning classes, but you can go and then begin your admission process and get your admission letter.
Okay. Cassandra, I have a question on the back of that, but let me bring in Kojo Yankson, who also has a few things to ask you.
Hi, Cassandra. Thank you so much for speaking to us on this. It just occurs to me that since we are once again, for the second time using this system, still explaining to parents how it works and what they should do, does your outfit concede that you've actually not done a good job in communication? Are you going to do something different next year to ensure that parents know exactly how to use the system?
Because are you talking about the self-placement model?
Yes.
We have done we have explained to in all the JHS schools, we do have some meetings, and then even when it gets to guidance and counseling sessions, we engage them. Since last year, that's the self-placement model was introduced. We have been engaging, even the teachers themselves, when they go to the classrooms, we tell them to explain that should you not get a school, this is what should happen. It was last year. If you had asked me this question last year, then I would have told you yes. They didn't know until the placement came out. But this time, we educated them as to what to do.
So what explains...
we are advocating, Kojo, what we are advocating now is the inclusion of parents. We just do not want the parents because we realize that they leave their wards, some of them, not all, I must admit, leave their wards to do the self-placement themselves. And then the parents come back and say, I wasn't around, and the child, my ward, decided to choose this school. The school that my child chose is far, I can't go and visit, and all of that. So we want them to be involved. But for the students, we have been explaining, the teachers have been doing, the headmasters. So the act communication has really been going on. But what we are saying is that parents must be involved wholly in this exercise.
Right. Now, how about those who perhaps don't have internet connectivity? How are they to take advantage of this? Are there manual options perhaps at district or regional offices that parents can take advantage of?
Yes. In all the district offices, there's a center, because they also did the confirmation of their schools, they assess net and all of that. But we have our solution centers in all the 10 regions. We are saying solution center because we do not want you to come with a problem and leave. You come and the problem will be resolved. So in all the 10 regions, I know apart from Sunyane or BA that will be setting up at the NAT hall, the others are at the regional education offices. Here in Accra, when you go to the Greater Accra Regional Education Office conference room, there's a setup where you can go for a resolution. And at the national headquarters, you don't come to the Ministry or the Ghana Education Service headquarters, but then we have set up at the Independence Square, where when you go, all your issues will be resolved. Whatever it is, we'll look at it because we have access to the system. We'll just look at it. If you do not even understand why your ward fell off the first choice, it will be open to you for you to see that this is actually what has happened, and then for you to be satisfied. And so we have all these centers. Our social media handles are also very active, and we have our toll-free number 0800 900 101, and then we have our WhatsApp line 0267 372258. And then again, the social media can run by you, 3SHS Ghana on Facebook, on Twitter, 3SHS Ghana, Instagram, 3SHS Ghana. Again, you can reach us with info@3shs.gov.gh. So we have opened up whatever the challenge issue was from the region to the national. we are there to assist each and every person with a challenge.
Cassandra, let's have those numbers again, please.
The toll-free number, if you cannot get to any of the regional offices or even the Independence Square, the toll-free number is 0800 900 101. And then the WhatsApp line is 0267 372258. But if you want to also come personally, wherever you are in the country, get to the regional office. The PROs are there, the PSHS coordinators are there. They have access to the system. They can lodge your complaint directly. It will get to the central database. It will be handled.
Now, we saw that clip with Maxwell speaking to members of the public about the double track system, trying to gauge their understanding. And we saw a lot of people still quite confused by it. As the person in charge of communicating this system, how do you account for the fact that there are still many who don't get it?
Yes, I wouldn't dispute that. Again, the communication is also not a one-off thing. We keep communicating right for the ministry started with this policy, and then it was handed over to our Ghana Education Service. And so I wouldn't dispute it that some do not know, but we will keep on. We'll keep on talking to them. You have been giving us the platform. We appreciate it, AM show. I'm very grateful. And so we use that platform and then our traditional method as well. Whatever it is, this is a new policy. We know that we will definitely get there like we got there for the other policies where at the point everybody knew what it is.
Cassandra, let's talk about the schools that those who couldn't be placed have to choose from. What kind of facilities are we talking about? Are they boarding schools or these are day schools?
So depending on the school that you choose, it will tell you whether they have a boarding space or a day space. So you will get to know. If you choose a school, it will give you the courses available with vacancies and then the residential preference there too. And then you choose.
Is there a deadline to this?
Mama, there is no deadline. But again, it will be also good for you to check early to know the track on which you have been put on, whether you've been put on track green or gold. But there is no deadline.
So is this something that is being updated each time? Because I want to believe that the more people choose a particular school, that school will soon be off.
Yes. Of course, it will be off because the school is full. And once it is full, you definitely cannot push people. Remember, it is because of congestion issues. That is why we appreciate, we know that the numbers have increased, and we do not want overcrowding and congestion to occur. That is why, that's all about this double track. And so if the school is full, we cannot force students into that school. And so definitely to go off, we will have to look for another school option to choose.
And Kojo has, I think, a last question for you, and then we'll have to let you go.
I've received a text message from one of our viewers, Pastor Ebenezer Obingtieku in Koforidia. He says, since the GES released the CSSPS letter, I have been trying to buy the tracker card to look for my ward's school placement, but I'm told that service is not ready yet. Kindly ask officials of GES when parents can start using that code *713*24# to begin the process.
Okay. You know, there are a lot of people who also checked yesterday, but it is because of the difficulty people are having in accessing or getting the code on their phones. That is why we have given a number of them we forwarded to all the post offices in Ghana. It was given to the main one to distribute. So when you get to any of the post offices you get, or any rural bank near you, so that if you have a difficulty in getting through the code on your phone, just go to any rural bank near you and get one and buy cash and then pick your code. And then you can log on to the site.
So, okay, so this is for those who want to buy the tracker card.
For those who want to go and buy and they are having a challenge getting it on your phone. But if not, you can just come out of your home If you have 5 cedis in your mobile money wallet, just sit in the comfort of your home and dial *713*24# and get it. If not, any rural bank, any post office, you will get it.
Well, that's very useful, and I'm sure that for those of us who have more questions, luckily Cassandra is willing to stay in connection with us as the process continues, so that we can demystify any of the aspects of it that still continue to confound us. But well, fast track begins on the 11th of September. Double track. Double track begins. Yes, I need another cup of coffee. Double track begins on the 11th of September, and people are finding out as we speak which track they will be on. Thank you very much, Cassandra, for bringing us up to speed on those processes.
All right, we'll have to bring you showbiz up next year on the AM show. Please stay.